Good evening. My name is Adam R. Wood. They call me the Zotmeister, and I am here with SkippySPK.
Good evening.
It ends tonight.
Yes, it is. It does.
It's time for the final portion. Oh, my word. Alright, we are decked out with pyromancies, as we should be. Crown of the Sunken King, Ring of the... Okay. Very physically oriented at the moment, but that's fine. Fire as a backup. Okay. That's pretty much the way to go. Nothing left for it but to do it. Expulsion chamber. I have been informed that Skippy's sign is already down. From before I even got the episode properly started. Whee!
Kind of reminds me of that scene from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Give it a moment here so that I can actually see. There we go. There's your sign. Yoink.
Hey, I'm being summoned.
Swing back the Ring of Blades. Not Abyss Viva. Manhunter O'Hara and Head of Vengarl, please.
I got a fever. Abyss fever.
The only prescription is beating this damn thing already. Am I going the wrong way?
Oh
I
dear.
don't see a... How come I don't see a building?
Uh,
I must figure... there we go. How the hell did I manage that stunt? Let's just wait for one more pass, I guess. Go.
are we gonna make it without one reindeer?
It's all in the timing.
You want to say it's all
Alright,
about in the reflexes.
Yeah. Right, this is obviously going to be... I mean, you're not doing this in one run. Let's go now.
Uh-oh.
Nope, that didn't work.
You know what? Here, I've got heals if we want them.
That would be great, thank you. Speaking of horses, I made an interesting discovery earlier today.
Oh?
The Executioner's Chariot is weak to bleed.
That's hysterical. Oh. What are you shooting at, Manhunter? Okay.
Probably the corpse. Oh, almost made it to the building. Get a life, you freaking.
You know, why are you picking on me? That's what I was.
There we go. Okay. In theory, the building's like right in front of me, and I can't see it.
Did you just turn around? Haha, yes!
Nice shot.
It's all the reflexes. We're right in front of the building.
Yeah.
What's the one with the, hot springs?
Yes.
I am rocking a fire-infused black knight halberd. So my R2 does fine work.
Fire infusion will definitely help. I mean, if I actually manage to not die in the first 10 seconds of the boss fight coming up, which would apparently be a new record for the stream, one thing we have to look forward to. Yeah, I'd better just stop moving for a bit and look for the horse, because I know one's coming behind me.
Yes! Oh, the fire helmet does well. Here, would you like a heal?
I'll take it. If you have it to spare, sure.
I'm wearing the crown of Our Lady of Perpetual Healing, so
Right.
yeah, you got it. You got it. No.
Oh, I better stop because I know I'm coming up on the ledge.
I'm spamming R3. Recognize we should not all be clumped together in one spot. Alright.
Oh, wow, okay.
Lucky.
Yep, there. Okay. That's this way.
Now this is where we tend to get double teamed.
Oh, come on, not again. It's not stamina anyway, I kinda need to...
Why did that? Oh, I got problems.
So I see. You're welcome.
That was awesome. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Outcry definitely has its moments. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I hear him.
I can tell I can tell I'm on the decline, and I kind of need to be able to see before I move.
Oh, nicely job.
Yeah, it's like I'm not screwing around with these guys anymore. It's like we're almost at the boss. I need to recover my spells before the fight anyway. ones. I'll just use the good ones.
You're gonna be chugging an herb. It's not gonna matter which. Let me see if I have the red eye ring.
Oh, that would be fantastic, honestly. I mean, this battle is insane enough as it is. I am totally down for you doing anything whatsoever that would help us cheese it. I am of the firm belief that this battle is just outright unfair.
Let's see if it works. I'm assuming a slightly more defensive posture. I'm good to go whenever you are.
Okay. I'm gonna swap out the super dangerous Ring of the Embedded for the exact opposite Ring of Steel Protection +1. And perhaps against my better judgment, I'm gonna swap out the Ring of Blades, the Ring of Bad Idea Protection, because I do not want to leave a bloodstain in here if we lose. Hello, he lied.
Oi! Ah! And
I
somebody's...
hate you, Bud. I hate you. Oh, wow, he attacked somebody else. I guess he's decided that you die instantly this fight instead of me.
Yup!
That's what the Red Eye Ring does. Draws the aggro. Oh my word. Took my head off of that one. Oof, gotta watch out for that one. And this is what makes the battle just abso-fucking-lutely unfair. You might have caught a quick glimpse of it last time. Well, here you get to see it good and proper. There's 2 of them! As if one weren't deadly enough. As if Lud the King's Pet alone weren't sufficiently unfair. Well, guess what? He's just one of a pair of twins. He's also Zolin the King's Pet. They fight identically. They have the same amount of health. Oh, hi! I have no idea whatsoever how you're supposed to win this fight when you're alone. Oh, he lagged it. As a matter of fact, I have no idea how you're supposed to win this fight, period.
We've done it.
Well, yeah. But, I almost feel like it's more serendipitous than anything else. Am I dead? Yep, I'm dead. They found me. So make no mistake, they are weak to fire. Insofar as they could be considered to be weak in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. So pyromancies can definitely serve you well. Given how often they like to be in your face, things like, you know, laying the bomb with a lingering flame seems to work pretty well. Flame Swath can do a good chunk if you get a moment where they're after somebody other than you. Outcry is perhaps best used once they're both out. When Zolin decides to jump in and join the fight is apparently based not only on how much damage Lud has taken, but also how many people are present in the fight. If you have more phantoms present, he'll try to jump in sooner. But, I mean, if you're going in there alone to try to negate that, you have much greater problems. It's like, even if it's less time, technically speaking, that you're facing both of them together, good luck. Good bloody luck. I have no idea, honestly, how you're supposed to be able to do that. I really don't. I'm wondering if I should swap out Forbidden Sun. Or swap in Forbidden Sun for something. Oh, Forbidden Sun's gonna take up 3 slots.
Yeah, it's a big boy. If you're doing that, you should be rolling with the regenerating spell crown.
Right. Well, it's not like the fight against the cats is going to last all that long, win or lose. It's just kind of the way it goes. And if I've got herbs to recover my spells before the actual fight, then it really... I've actually got Rouge Water, Crimson Water, if I need to recover them mid-fight as well. Alright, well, let me put the, ring of actually fighting on here. I'll actually may as well make it the name engraved ring until we get you summoned back in. I realize I'm handicapping myself by essentially not using my 4th ring slot for this fight.
I think the gain is marginal relative to the risk of losing a bloodstain.
I think it's opposite the... No, I am not taking another step. I am not trusting my... Oh, wait, I see it. Okay.
Hey.
I don't know how else I can phrase this. I do literally think this is the worst fight in the game in every way, shape, and form imaginable.
It's not just the fight, it's the lead up to it, you know?
This entire area, this is probably... I almost want to say this is the least fun area in the whole game. I almost want to say that. I certainly don't like it.
Like, I've invested pretty heavily into Vigor, you know, and I'm still getting two-shotted. Their swipes are so off-timed that it's almost impossible to roll through them.
Yeah, they can vary their attack timing. It's like when they go to make that quote quick unquote swipe with their left paw, it can come out right away, or they might hold it for a second.
Part of me thinks they're
catch
cheating.
You rolling. Yeah, part of you thinks they're cheating. You think there might be like input reading?
Yes.
Like a fighting game boss.
Well, yeah, like the Fume Knight does that. Or what's his name? Oh, here he comes. Sure.
Nice. Yeah. Same Tier's spear happened. Do I have any other, like, fire-based weapon? I don't think I've ever infused anything with fire. except for the bow. Alright.
All the Black Knight gear has fire already in it, and you can infuse it again with fire to increase the scaling even more. And I love halberds just to get at the sweet spot. Oh, is shit going down?
Not really.
Vengarl, you coming, buddy? Vengarl's a little busy. I'm gonna give him a hand. Alright, come on, Vengarl. Let's take cover.
Did that horse vanish?
Oh, he's still here.
Nope. It's coming. Bye.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna actually play with Vengarl's equipment. Like his red rust scimitar and... So we hugging the right or we going to the next building?
There's zero reason to go to that building straight ahead. It's far enough away that we're gonna hit horses either way, so we might as well just cut the corner and get there faster. Why, thank you.
It's what I do.
That should be good enough.
Nope. You're right.
Just missed it. Also quick.
Okay. And we've got an undead straight ahead.
Yep. Hey Adam, that's the exact opposite of Mark. Oh man.
Oh!
Oh, horsey. Oh, get a... Gotcha.
Gotcha. Come on, switch the drive. There it goes.
Let's just stay put for a moment. Coming. Yep. I think it's this direction, but I'm not trusting myself on that. Aim for the entrance, Adam, not the side of the pit. We so no blind and I'm getting a horse, I'm still running.
Oh, we got horse.
There. Oh, no. Someone just still running. Decided to pop me right in the nose.
I gotcha.
This is the worst part about this area, is how you have to keep just waiting in place because you can't see a damn thing.
Yeah, yep.
Alright, we're there.
So, if I'm gonna go all red eye, I might need to go full defense on this.
That would be highly recommended.
I thought I could tank a blow or two, but I was
No, yeah,
incorrect.
you saw what was happening to me last stream. You wear the red eye ring, it's gonna start happening to you.
All right.
You are definitely going to become target number 1.
In that case, Flynn's ring is taking a little bit of a detour. All right, red eye ring, where are you, buddy? Red eye ring.
Actually, I haven't used any pyromancies at all on the way here. When I have moments, I'll try to set lingering flame bombs, and when aggro gets to me, boom! That's the hope. Ideally, you want to single out one of them. Well, only one of them starts out anyway. Yeah, you want to finish off Loot as quickly as you can. He's bad enough on his own as it is, but if he's still at a decent amount of health and freedom, if you don't have him on lock before Zalin jumps in, it gets ugly. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, is everyone healed up? Okay, let's give this a
Okay.
whirl. Alright.
You come here at your own risk, Wood. I know you want to. Try to hit to my lingering flame bombs if you get the chance. That's disappointing. Oh, son of a bitch. Zolin's here.
Ah,
And that... Yeah, it's like, I was ready to dodge the attack, but he delayed it. Delayed it. It even felt like I was intentionally not rolling right away, but... That's what he does.
nuts.
I have to go repair my rings. I've already farmed out all the enemies on the way there, so this won't take long. Hey, I mean, the tortoises carry the poison statues. They can drop Twinkling Titanite, so... I say go ahead and shoot them. Wait, these are still here? I stand corrected. My second arrow slot has great arrows in it right now for some reason.
I might have been playing with around with the twin-headed creepo. Excuse me.
A human effigy. Comes too. Hello, my good friend. How might you be this fine day?
Oh shoot! I gotta remember to rest at a bonfire.
And get that gentle whip back on here. Thank you so much. Don't know what I'd do without you. Alright, many souls does it take for this character to level up? I've actually lost track. I'm playing my other character a bit lately. Oh, I can totally get another level.
Do it.
I'll take whatever I can get. Slightly over par being level 201 after this, but
Bearer of the...
screw this fight. I would gain literally nothing off of the point event. I would need to get multiple points in it for it to start adding to things again. I should add to attunement. Is that what I've been doing?
Ooh, that would give you. Would that give you an extra slot?
Probably not for a while.
Could go vigor.
It,
Extra HP never hurt
actually,
anyone.
I'm getting diminishing returns out of that now. Looks like I'm 5 points of attunement away from another slot. Yeah, 49 attunement is one of the levels at which you can get additional spell castings, and at 50 you have a whole other slot. So that might actually... That's not unreasonable. Of course, all I get out of it, just 1 point right now, is one more max HP and one tiny little nick of cast speed going up. But I'll take it. I don't think we have anything along the lines of, like, poppables, right? Got some things I could leave at the crow's nest, but it's not exactly important. Alright, I'm back at the expulsion chamber. At least I'm about to be. Wee.
You should see my sign whenever.
Yeah. It's like they give you these to walk to. You can see from where you started, you know, other coffins that have come down the hill. But they don't lead to the summoning circle. They lead away from it. They lead in the exact opposite direction from where you need to go. It's such a dick move. Alright, I'm at the summon circle.
You should see me momentarily.
Get the NPCs summoned in. Where is she? There we go. Yeah. Here you go.
Alright. Now let me take my ring off. I'll keep this loadout for now and see how it goes.
Alright. Was it this way? That would be a big fat no. This way. I'm going for it. Alright.
Safe.
It's tempting to put on a Chloranthy ring. Okay. I mean, didn't From Software just make this whole section so incredibly exciting?
Well. Just getting pelted. Who needs a heal?
I do. Thank you kindly.
It's what I do. Oh, I hit the bumper, and I shouldn't have.
Yes, thank you, Vengirl. One more cycle and then go for it.
Very good. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I better wait here, yeah. Behind
Yeah,
us. He did not like that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Ow!
Yeah, being behind the horses is bad.
problem is I think we lost our bearings a little bit.
We're good.
Okay.
This is exactly the angle I want. So I get trampled, I'm going straight there.
Cue record scratch.
I made it. Alright, oh, you just stepped into my house. Oh, come on. Come on, game. Really? That's enough out of you.
Alright. I got heals for every... I got heals for whoever... Someone gave me a cookie off camera.
Oh.
A Milano cookie that has been decorated with pretzel ears, and I hear noises. I should heal people now, quickly. Oh, Lord!
Whoa, whoa! How the hell?
There.
That happened?
Fucker's learning.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to up the odds here? First off, let's check the rings. No, not name engraved. That won't help. Steel protection, Flint's ring. Not the fire clutch ring. I'm not gonna risk any further damage incoming. I was using the Crown of the Sunken King for a specific reason, and I don't think that really applies any further. So I think I'm gonna put the black hood on. These guys jump far and fast, so maybe shooting faster will help. I've got fire arrows equipped in case it comes to that. Alright, I guess I'm ready to do this.
Alright. Coming in hot.
Alright, I'm going to try to stay near you, since he's going to want to attack you for the most part. Try to make his life a living nightmare. Or make him eat lingering flames at point blank. Incoming. No, who's here too.
He's gonna
try to
shoot.
keep both. Yep. You want to try to keep both of them visible if you can.
Oh! Wow!
Nobody else is on the load, unfortunately. Oh, you two are gonna regret that decision. Oh, or not. I tried. Let's all jump through at least. Oh no! Oh, someone found me. Someone found me.
See if I can... Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Double tap. Oh! Oh, okay. He was far enough away. Lid was far enough away there that he, wasn't able to lag it. He had to jump to hit me.
I'm gonna try and heal Manhunter.
I'll try to cover you. I make 0 promises.
Oh, Those are the best kinds of promises. Oh, shit.
No, no, no. Okay. Oh, I just committed the carbon sin of this fight. I've lost track of which one is which. Oh, damn it. No, that's Solon.
Oh! Got somebody's attention. Okay.
Oh! Oh! I dodged it despite him lagging it, unfortunately. Then,
Oh!
Okay, so what happened there was I was in the process of eating an herb in order to get my spells back, so I didn't have time to dodge those shots, only block them. But, although I did block them, it was still enough damage to finish me off. Son of a bitch! That was actually going okay-ish. I definitely could have played things a little better. Like I said, I committed the one thing in that fight you absolutely, positively cannot do. And that inefficiency alone may have cost us the win there. I mean, they're identical twins, it's almost understandable, but it's just like, you just can't do it.
I'm sure parents do it to their identical twins all the time.
Yeah, it's like the best you can do is, if you find yourself in that situation, is just try to find some quick way to poke one of them, either of them. So you definitely want to be focusing on Lud. Things get a lot easier. Although they're still insanely difficult, perhaps even unfair, at least they are they are easier than that level. There's two of them. Once you get rid of one.
Do we have to be prepared for when one of them starts to heal?
Oh, right. I forgot that that's another thing they do, is if this fight weren't unfair enough. I want to say that's another reason why you want to focus on Lud. I'm pretty sure that what happens is that one of them will heal 50% once the other one is down. So if you've ended up whittling both of them down equally, you're kind of wasting your effort. Ideally, you wouldn't be wasting any effort on Zalin at all. Because if you beat down Lud and Zalin hasn't taken any damage, it's just like, what's he gonna do? He's got nothing to heal. When he does go to heal, I think it actually gives you a moment to go after him. But it's, yeah. To say that it's vague in my mind is an understatement.
It's another added wrinkle that this area did not need.
Yeah, I am of the firm belief that this battle is completely unfair. A lot of the fights in this game seem ridiculous. They seem super hard. They seem unfair. They seem almost impossible. In my experience, there's almost always a way of properly doing it. There is a tactic that will get you there. The fights are learnable. You can develop strategies, usually several. With the possible exception of this fight. I tell you, I don't get it. I think this fight was intentionally made by some dev that got sick of lots of people online saying Dark Souls 2 is too easy. A, bullshit. Fuck you for making them want to do this. This is not fun.
We're on double digits at this point. Go try and go through this area, right?
I haven't counted. I don't even want to know. I got turned around.
There you go. Apparently so did Manhunter. See? Are you kidding me?
Compared to the original Dark Souls, the fights in the DLC area, well, apart from Manus, which is totally cheesable in a very, very amusing manner. Technically, Calamite is cheesable as well, but good luck actually doing that. Girl trying to solo this horse over here. Oh! I got kicked.
I got heals.
Thank you.
Manhunter, what is up? She's taking way more damage than she should. And that's fine.
Come here. Go away and let us see again. Okay. This way.
Running, 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 running. Gonna be coming in a little hot.
Yeah, I saw the lightning shots. Oh! I've got one to deal with now, too.
Alright.
Alright, this one's getting burnt. This one's way
We got problems.
so noted.
We've got to.
Horses don't have paws, they have hooves. Shut up.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, damn it, Vanguard!
Okay. God damn it. Estus is pretty well spoken for. Oh, come on. I'm down.
Oh no. Oh, this is not good. This is exceedingly bad. Get to this point. Ah! Just let me heal. Oh, thanks, sanity. Oh, that was rough. Now there's 4 of them?
They just kept spawning.
Son of a bitch. You know what? I'm just gonna feather. Or not. It's not letting me.
You gotta ditch the crew first.
And I'm not doing that where I'm standing. So I guess I need to make it to the bridge anyway. Follow this trail of bloodstains to the to the walkway. Some horror movie logic there. Alright, you two. Thank you for your service, but we're gonna be resetting you.
I think I gotta focus a little bit more on DPS for the approach.
I don't remember if I said hi to you or not, Brimcon. Hi, good to see you. Like 8,000 souls from leveling. Been at this an hour now.
We were so full of optimism.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, tonight's stream is probably going to be on the short side. I mean, we don't have that much left to do, but of course, the worst part about this is that we still haven't beaten the bosses from the main campaign yet. So anyone who doesn't have the DLC has just been basically forced to sit through all of this. They're watching the VOD, you know, they just skip ahead, I'm sure. Skip to the end. We won't be offended.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, it's like, I understand completely if you don't want to have to do this area, and indeed you don't. All the challenge areas are very much optional. You get Vendrick's blessing even without. That's actually one of the reasons why I was wearing a crown. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the crown of the old Iron King on. Why not? We can be more liberal with our spellcasting. You know what? I'm gonna put the Chloranthy ring on. Because, quite frankly, it's really bugging me. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't summoned you yet, have I?
Oh, I'm in.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
in.
I have.
I'm picking
Where's...
the right ring for the approach. And it ain't the Flame Force ring.
And for some reason, I didn't get Manhunter O'Hara in. Here we go.
Alright. Yeah, that was some Lucy and Ethel shit back there.
That's getting brutal. Ugh. I'm actually not entirely sure how I managed to get out of that intact. Well, for those people who like to watch Dark Souls streams to see the streamers get their butts handed to them, well, at least they're getting some content out of us tonight.
So these reindeer are farmable, right? Like, I mean, or what's the word? Exhaustible? Finite resource?
Yes! In theory, they are exhaustible, yes. So I have heard.
Oh, really? It. I got a falchion. No, I was like, no false advertising here.
Okay, that's the front door. That's the way we came in. Right.
Who's to say? No.
Oh. Yeah, I heard him.
I got you.
Oh, damn. Thanks.
Alright.
Almost there. It's no blind, but we're already in the trench.
We may have company. We might want to get across this bridge sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I see him. Alright, I'm gonna leave the chloranthy ring on. Actually.
I'm making some edits here. Oh. Okay. We have
Show
a.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here, alright. Why?
All right.
That was satisfying. You know what? I don't think I care about my outcry. You ready to do this?
I'm putting on the red eye ring. Give me 1 sec. I'm beefing up.
Ah.
Alright. Beam sorcerer robes are probably where it's at, and
Why are your character's eyes on fire?
yeah. Alright. Let's do this.
No, really, I don't know how you do that.
Oh, that's the red eye ring. It gives you red eyes.
Oh! It lit. I don't think I knew that, actually.
So, like, sellsword blew it. Oh, hi. Oh! I can get a few good hits on him like that. That's awesome.
Oh, wow. He just took a crap ton of damage.
Yo! I'll keep on him.
Of course, that means Solid is here now, too, but... I mean, that's the best way for it to happen. Not losing track of which one is which. This is good, actually, if the two keep sort of playing tail tag. If they stay grouped together, that's a good thing. Oh, he lagged it again! You fucker. It's about halfway.
Getting out of there.
Yep. That's what to do. I see him. Saw him. Come on, he's almost down. Yes! Okay. Piece of shit. Alright. Now there's only one of them. Mind you, he's still just as deadly. Does he want it? Yes, he does. Oh, he went for 2 swings.
You like that,
Oh! Somebody did a lot of damage to him, I suppose you.
That's
Oh, alright. So, yeah, he's doing the whole, purring thing now. You can see his health is regenerating.
I have to switch weapons.
This will not last indefinitely. This will recover approximately half his health if we don't finish him off before then. Oh no! No! I am not food! Not food, bad kitty. I said I had better just... Oh, alright, fine. This fight has actually lasted long enough that the old Iron King Brown has triggered a couple times. Oh, I have no spells on me quickly. I keep overcycling it! I saw you coming. I saw you coming, you son of a bitch. Oh, thank you so much.
Praise them.
I'm sorry that I was not of much help the last 15 seconds of that fight. I just completely and utterly screwed myself with the interface. I cycled past the wilted dusk herbs on my belt twice. I was like, shit!
Fully upgraded Black Knight Halberd. With fire infusion for the win.
The amount of damage you were dealing there was very, very impressive, and that's... Yeah, I gotta hand that to you. That's definitely the best I've seen anybody do against these two total assholes.
And that's with 3 summons in, you know?
Yeah, I tell you, I do not think that fight is fair. I am of the firm belief that that fight goes beyond what is fair. So many Dark Souls fights seem just ridiculously over-the-top, stupid hard, but you study them long enough, you learn about the enemies, you see their patterns, you find their weaknesses, and then suddenly it's like, it's doable, and it actually feels really, really good to pull it off. Those two, I swear, is not a fair fight. You can study them, and what you'll learn is the fight's bullshit. That is... Your best bet is definitely to go in with anything that spits out fire that you can muster, because they are weak to fire. At least you can deal lots of damage to them, and you kind of need to do so pretty quickly. It's really your only hope, because... once Zalin jumps in there, all bets are off. Anything from being, like, blindsided by one, if you can manage to get them separated out, to being just tag-teamed between them. It's like, they'll combo you. It's like one will hit you from one side, and then the other will hit you from the other. I seem to recall having been pinned against the side of the arena by one of them once while the other jumped in and pounced on me. It's brutal. It is utterly brutal. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know why they thought this was a fair fight at all. But, yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, good luck. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Soul of Lud, who served the Ivory King. Each of the Ivory King's 7 beasts was conferred a specific duty. Lud's was the mercy killing of exiles. Zalin's was the, also the mercy killing of exiles. Well. Good bloody riddance. So we get the hell out of here. sound hear when you're out there. It sounds like the other 4 beasts somewhere. Don't worry, that they are sirs not appearing in this game. Thank freaking sanity. Alright, so, Skippy, if I'm not mistaken, there is an item that we didn't grab. You had mentioned that it was later. Well, there's kind of nothing left, so it can't be later. So, yeah, now we get to figure out where that is, in the interest of having grabbed everything. Oh, and there was one other thing I wanted to check. One thing that I discovered, earlier tonight. I don't recall if I had seen it during the stream or not. Actually, you know what? Before I do anything else, I have a 6-digit soul count, so how about I, spend about 2/3 of that. Wow. Shaunalot, you have absolutely blessed us this playthrough. This is the 3rd time you've wiggled your feet for us. I swear, it is rare. I've gone through entire playthroughs where she hasn't done it. And she seems to average 1 a playthrough. But my word, this is the 3rd time she's done it.
Bearer of the hunt.
Alright. Only getting 1 hit point out of this point of attunement. So be it. As for what you can make out of those souls... Rest at the bonfire, and she's back to wiggling her feet. Okay, so... I don't think Strayed can do anything with either of these. I think they're both Ornifex items, but I might be mistaken. So let me quickly double check that. Yeah. If I had a soul I could trade him, he would, be saying something different. Alright. I hate visiting Ornifex.
It gets better.
I mean, eventually you'll farm out the damn spiders if you visit her enough, but... Huh. Looks like I did farm out some of them. These guys is still around. There we go. And I've come to learn that if you visit her, it's the spiders inside of here that will suddenly wake up and chase you. That's why you often get hit by spiders while you're visiting Ornifex. For some reason, stepping in here, they will actually wake up. You can use this as a means of hitting them preemptively if you want. Yeah, if no others are running around, then we're almost certainly safe, but I'll shut the door anyway.
You didn't know that.
They ain't shy about busting through, but at least it gives you a sec.
Lois Greatsword from the Soul of Lud. The Knights of Lois were commanded to strike down each malformed terror that arose from chaos, and they would not hesitate even if it were their own king. And they definitely proved that. Greatsword slash thrust. Low cost trade, solid weapon. Requires some high stats though. And Soul of Zolin gives you the Lois Shield, which actually has magic built into it. High level of spell damage blocking there. Oh yeah, and it also gives you an HP recovery effect while it's what you're holding in your hands. And sure enough, that would stack with the Crown of the Ivory King and the Ring of Restoration. So you could go to town that way. Although do keep in mind that it means you've not got the Vessel Shield equipped, unless you're holding a shield in each hand, which I suppose you could do. It's a little weird, but you could.
Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Yeah. I will go ahead and trade for both of those while we're here. I suppose one thing I could do while I'm here is buy a whole bunch of fire arrows, just to be that much more awesome, but Okay, so, double checking. Yeah, I found a moth. One of those moths that hides overhead. None of them appear in vanilla, they're all only in Scholar. The ones that drop upgrade material when you No, excuse me, it's a wilted dust herb. They always drop a wilted dust herb. That's right. In the areas few people will think to look department. Yeah, I didn't get it during this stream. That's what I figured. It's way up here. So yeah, you step between the two towers on your way to the Scorpioness fight. Turn around. There's one on the wall behind you. Serendipitously ran across that one earlier today. Oh, that actually dropped an old Radiant Life Gem. I guess it does vary what they can give you. Anyway.
So what's the item you were talking about?
Well, I will show you. Easiest place to see it from is the first bonfire of DLC 3. Getting to it is a different story. I think I know where we need to be. I feel like I should have grabbed it on the way through something else, and I'm not entirely sure why I didn't. But I guess we'll find out. I still have the Ring of Soul Protection on, but what the hey. Just leave it that way. Why the heck not? Oh, I'm doing fat rolls. I am just over 70% encumbered. It's the crown. It's the crown. It's just ever so slightly too heavy. You can put the hood on. Let me go a little further.
So we're gonna miss.
Yep. There. That corpse.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know, right? You said we'd be coming up on that later, and guess what? We didn't come up on it later. I'm sure someone would have called us out on it, but I managed to remember it was there. It seems like it... I almost feel like we came out the adjacent door. Just makes me wonder all the more how I managed to miss that. Oh, is it... No. Okay. It sure seems like that should just lead right across to it. Oh, right. You eligible to join me?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where best to do that.
Huh, let me, Oh, let me equip something other than what I have on right now.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the obvious place to look is to go inside of here, which is one of the routes to take to get to, one of the Lois Knights. Yeah, it's like, I specifically remembered going out and getting that item. But somehow we managed to miss this one. I mean, you can clearly see it's there. I know we didn't get it, so...
You see, It should be... Just looking at where that is. Well, let me get over to where you are. We'll reason this out. I should go where? First bonfire, or...
Trying to remember where the, I need to keep more, How did none of those hit at first? That was weird. It was only just last week we did this. You'd think I would remember exactly how we get into that back lot.
Go back to it again.
Okay. Well, I can go back to the overlook for it.
Yeah. Go to where you would see it. Okay. Alright. Now, where that should be... I know it looks like from where you are, you should be able to get to it quickly, but I actually don't think that's the case. Actually, look down. Look down a little bit. You see the ledge below that?
Uh-huh.
So, I think that's at the bottom of the floor where all the dogs are, near, it's not the inner wall, but it's where, you pick up one of the Lois Knights. And I think those two ledges are on a higher floor than that. You would see, if you go back to where the dogs were in that spiral, where that, like, kind of half-spiral staircase is. Okay, stop and turn right. Look up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's that way.
So that's actually uh that's on one of the tracks to get the Lois Knights. So even though you can see it
Yeah,
from where you are, it's actually a little further ahead into the level.
I've been saying as much. I'm glad you've caught up to us. Now, how do we actually get there?
Let's see.
I don't remember which Lois Knight it is. It's
It,
almost certainly like a shortcut that we can go through in reverse to get there most readily. I admittedly don't remember. I know. I was just so focused on getting that one battle done that winning that boss fight. I seem to have temporarily put the entire rest of this area out of my memory, and I apologize for that.
Give me 1 second. Okay. So it's not the one you're near now, because that one is purely like
Well, I mean, we're not really near any of them right now. Alright. You're getting on my nerves, you. Alright, fine. I'll pull out the bow, if that's what you freaking want. She's gonna get up and chase us too, isn't she? I always skip past it. How do I keep doing that to myself? You missed. Oops. I am not playing this well at all right now.
okay, found it. You want to go to the second bonfire?
Okay. Almost there, but... I'll just warp. Assuming I don't die. Here. Well, crap. Normally I would go back there and avenge myself, even without a bloodstain to pick up, but... we're on a schedule here.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I probably should have had that slotted in during that last... I don't even know anymore. It has been a bit brain draining, I think. I promise the last two boss fights are very fresh in my mind, though. Alright, second bonfire.
Yes. I can meet you there too if you want.
That would probably be a good idea.
Alright, hang tight. I'll be right there.
So, to the best of my knowledge, once we pick up that item, that's literally the last item available on a corpse or a chest anywhere in the entire game. I believe we've actually gotten literally everything.
Cleaned house.
If anybody out there watching these VODs at some point, and, you know, is also a lore master at this game, and is like, you missed this item over here, please, by all means, let me know. I will definitely put the Discord would be the best place to put that. I do have a Discord channel now. If you're not on there, well, I suppose I don't care all that much one way or the other, but easiest way of keeping me abreast of things.
Oh, do you have the name engraved ring on?
I do.
Oh, you should see my sign. I think it's on your screen.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, by all means, go ahead. Let us know. I can always do a quick little addendum. Show off where it is. Give you credit for pointing out the oversight. If it's an item I simply had never seen before, I would be utterly impressed and surprised. That'd be like, yeah, you just got some bennies. Alright, this needs to not happen.
Our crown of perpetual healing at your service. You know you can backstab these guys?
Uh-huh.
The last time I thought you couldn't.
Well, it's... again, repeating myself here, but there's a difference between the armed soldiers that have a chunk of crystals on the back and the ones that have become full-on crystal golems that just generate, you know, long crystal chunks out of their arms to hit you with. You can backstab the normal soldiers and you can backstab the golems, but the individuals that are in between, you can't.
I think I'll go ahead and heal. So, through here.
Hold on, we're not done yet.
Oh yeah, her.
There we go. Right, so this is the, yeah, this is the shortcut from one of them.
So this is where we want to be.
Right.
Neat.
Right, and then there's this one, and
Then there's this platform right here. And there's your corpse.
How the hell did we miss this?
You know what? I found it on mine, and I hadn't picked it up on mine either, so... mistakes were made.
You know what it might have been? It might have been as simple as, this is where we needed to go, and we turned this way first, and then just completely and utterly blanked on the fact that there was a route on the other side. Somebody watching the VOD of last episode is probably like, oh, they missed that item.
You know, it's gonna happen. I mean, like, we're trying... I know it's trying to be a master class, but, we are... Memories are fallible.
It's like, it's straight across from where you come in. It's like, how the hell did we... yeah, well, it's a Priest's Chime, pre-upgraded to +8. And with that, we just need to complete your duty, and we can just get the hell out of here.
Huh. Yeah, maybe I'll just take a nosedive into, I wonder if I can make this jump. Let's find out. This is a terrible idea. Let's try it. Where are you, Silver Cat Ring? Alright. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I did not stick
That'd
the
be a
landing.
no. The game appeared to deal 2040 damage to your character a couple feet above hitting the ground.
Damn.
From my point of view. So,
I have
yeah, it was just
1886.
yeah, it's just as if the game was like, this is lethal damage, you're dead. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much fall protection you have, there is a hard limit. If you just fall too far, you're done. Right! Well... time for the final fight! Open parenthesis S, close parenthesis. And I phrase it that way because, as noted before, we'll be facing the final boss and then the bonus boss immediately, one right after the other. So, if I manage to get the bonus boss down on my first try... yeah, I will have to fight it on my own. Skippy won't be there, I won't be able to summon anybody. It'll be just me and them. If we win that, well, yeah, then we're good. If we don't, then we won't have to face the first boss again. And I will be able to summon in people, and then we can all go after the bonus boss together. But I am going to try to solo it. Coming right off of the final boss fight. I've done it before. No guarantees I'll do it now. Yeah, time to meet you at the King's Gate.
Alright.
Pyromancy would be very, very useful for the final boss and utterly useless for the bonus boss afterward. I am going to err on the side of dealing with latter, and I will pack sorceries instead. You might be wondering at this point, if you've played through the original Dark Souls, where Crystal Soul Spear is? I'll go ahead and tell you, it's one of the spells that Strayed will trade you. But not in a first playthrough, unless you go out of your way in a certain manner. You have to use a bonfire ascetic. Each of the 4 great old ones, those being the Lost Sinner, the Rotten, the Duke's Dear Freya, and... hope Skippy's okay.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been a sneeze.
Oh, Gesundheit. Why do I always forget one element of any list I'm trying to remember? The Old Iron King. There we go. Face them on bonfire intensity 2 or greater, and in addition to their soul, an extra soul spawns. They are, I want to say in some order, the Old Pale Drake soul. That's the name of one of them.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, I'm totally drawing a blank on their names.
I believe
for
there's
some
the
reason.
Old Iron King soul.
Okay, it's Old Pale Drake Soul, Old Witch Soul, Old Dead One Soul, and Old King Soul. The idea being that they're supposed to be what remains of the souls of Seath the Scaleless, the Bed of Chaos, Gravelord Nito, and Lord Gwyn. Funny that. Yeah, reference to the original game. And each of those souls can be traded to Strayed or Ornifex to give you either a spell or a weapon. For example, the Old Witch Soul can give you the Flame Weapon Pyromancy. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Or the Chaos Blade from Ornifex. If you want the proper Moonlight Greatsword, Skippy was talking about that earlier, you need the Old Pale Drake Soul from that. But you could also use the Old Pale Drake Soul to get the Crystal Soul Spear, which is why I'm mentioning it. Similarly, the Old Dead One Soul can give you Numbness or the Crypt Black Sword, and the Old King Soul can give you Blinding Bolt or the Dragon Slayer Greatbow. You can get those on a first playthrough, but it's kind of tricky. You're facing a much, much harder version of the boss, and you're still on a first playthrough. You could choose to do it after you finish the main game, start going to areas using bonfire ascetics to respawn things and fight them again without actually starting a new playthrough. One advantage of doing that is you get to keep Vendrick's Blessing if you've earned it. As long as you've got a crown equipped, you can't lose your humanity, so there's one way of taking advantage of that. Or if you want to start another proper journey to Drang Lake, you can also do that from Majula, which will add 1 to all bonfire intensities in the game all at once. And start you back at the beginning, keep most of your equipment, which I think all of it, except like anything that counts as like a key, you would lose. A lot of the elements of the game get reset. And the game throws a few extra tricks your way. You'll see some additional enemies in red, just to keep you on your toes. One extra bit in Majula I won't spoil for you. Although After it happens, you'll probably wish I'd had. But you shouldn't have a problem for it. If you've been paying attention, you've been learning, you should know what it is, as long as you think to look for it.
The game does not let up.
No, it kind of sets the stage for what you can expect. Although that is actually one of the nastiest things the second playthrough does, in all honesty. Yeah, I don't think any of these others are going to help me much. Okay, so I may have actually spoiled this at some point, and even if I hadn't, it probably wouldn't come as any surprise to you. The final boss is Nashandra. The Child of Dark. Vendrix. The names are all getting in my head here. Yeah. Vendrix betrothed. But, yeah. To quote Ash from Army of Darkness, she got way ugly. She got real ugly. She just spits out these fountains of cursing dark. So, yeah, anything that you could do to prevent cursing would be good. There's the, what is it, Sanctum Tiara? Something or other?
Oh, well, there's the Black Witch's hood as well. A Black Witch Veil.
Black Witch's Veil, that's what I'm thinking of, right.
Which...
yeah, Sanctum Tiara is something else. Sanctum Priestess's Tiara is... what's the unique thing that does again? I know that you know.
It prevents you from being impacted by Promised Walk of Peace.
Oh, right, you can't be silenced. That's
it's either you can't be silenced or you can't be immobilized. It's one of the two.
I think it's both.
Came in handy during the challenge area. One of the challenge areas.
Right. Well, there's another way, of course, of being rendered immune to curse, and that's to have Vendrick's blessing and to be wearing a crown. So obviously that's what I'll be doing. So we will not have to worry about that. Quite frankly, I don't intend to get that close to her. I intend to just shoot her. But if you're not needing to worry about cursing, it's probably not that bad, actually, being up close to her. In all honesty, I don't find the Nashandra fight that difficult. Especially after all the bullshit we've been through in the challenge areas, she should probably feel like a pushover. But I'll summon in people anyway, and we'll have our grand fight. Just keep in mind, as an advance warning, try not to talk over it, Skippy. Because it's like, yeah, woohoo, we've beaten Nashandra, that's great. Within 10 seconds, the bonus boss is going to start talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so... And I am going to have to try to fight them solo. I will do my best. It just occurred to me, I have the souls to level, so I am going to grab that real quick. That is going to be another point of attunement. Curse resistance and agility going up here. Alright, since I am packing sorceries, let's get the magic witch tree branch out. Let's swap the penal handcuffs back for the jester's gloves. I'm definitely going to want the Chloranthy ring on. The second fight in particular, I'm very much going to want to have that. I'm also going to want to have access to as much endurance as possible. There's also a lot to be said for a flame quartz ring. As a matter of fact, I'll probably just put that on. I was thinking about the ring of the embedded, though.
Gutsy.
Is a lot. Yeah, it is, but there's a lot to be said for it, and at this point, I should be able to handle it well enough. It's the second boss fight is actually going to be primarily melee based. Yes, even for me, I know, shock and horror, right? So yeah, well, actually, I'm not gonna want the flame quartz ring +3 on until the second boss fight. So let's put the dark quartz ring on for now, and I'll swap that over to fire once Nashandra is down. All right, I believe I am now all set. Let's head to King's Gate. Let's actually do the end game. There's really no reason why we couldn't have done this sooner. As soon as we had beaten Vendrick, we could have come in here and done this and just taken care of the DLC after. But it just seemed appropriate for us to save the final boss for last.
Yeah, bring everything we you know, have from the DLCs and just completely steamroll, because you earn it at that point.
Yeah, it's like, I can assure you that the fight that we just beat is a lot harder than... Oh, are you freaking kidding me? I just got invaded.
That's funny.
Oh, cute. What, you think I healed to recover damage? No, I healed to bait you. Ah, somehow I got stunned. No, he actually beat me. Damn it. Not like it matters.
You got some souls. You're gonna recover almost instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, my bloodstain's right there. One thing that is kind of annoying, though, is that I have to beat this guy again.
Good old Santier Sphere. I am such a fan.
Yeah. Alright. Well, of all the times that we were invaded, for us to finally lose one of them, you know, it's like, what were the odds, right?
Yeah.
So, funny thing to note here is that I haven't put the King's Ring on. And yet this door is opening.
Gasp.
And I actually don't know why it does that. I don't know what the trigger is. Or maybe the Emerald Herald opens it. I don't know.
Or Vendrick's Blessing?
Maybe. I don't have a crown on right now, but seems legit. At any rate, she is actually going to tell us her name now. To me... I don't think I want... What crown do I want to put on? I guess the King's Crown will be the most appropriate. Let's do this.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none. I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
That's all she has to say. I like the attention to detail that now that she's actually lowered her hood, her hair actually does move more. And it does, just in the process, make it that little bit easier to actually see her other eye. Perhaps, you know, a prompt, as it were. Let me get the name engraved ring on real quick. I take it your sign is outside the throne?
It is.
Okay.
I think you can figure out where it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when she's standing up there, it's actually not easy to get the camera into her like it is in other places she spawns. It seems to very much not want to be where you need it to be to get a good look at her face. Although you might actually be able to, not that I would shoot her. If I use a bow to zoom in, you might be able to catch a glimpse of her right eye as she shakes. Yeah, you can just barely see from here that it's purple with a green twinkle, just ever so slightly. Yeah, it's a lot easier to put the camera into her head, or behind her hair at least, when you're in Majula. Born of the Dragons, heterochromatic. And since we're getting the special extra bonus ending, she won't have any more dialogue for us. She normally narrates the ending, but it won't be her that does it. So there's Vengarl, and there's Benhart. It's also Bradley of the Old Guard here. I did not see your summon sign. Oh, there it is. I don't know why it wasn't spawning before, but there it is. Oh, were you just invaded?
I was just summoned.
Oh. Huh.
I'll phantom out. And I have the name engraved ring on. It's just, so did someone else. Okay.
It happens. There are only 10 deities.
That's really funny, though. Alright, let's try this again.
I've heard it said that Kreml is essentially the official deity of Reddit, so,
Oh, that would explain much.
yeah, it might actually, affect the answers more.
Same
Alright.
place.
It's only appropriate that, that we do the final boss together, so... I might have to... I will try to do the bonus boss myself. I will try, but, if that doesn't, pan out, we can try again with the whole crew. Right, if we did not take out the Throne Watcher and Throne Defender earlier, we would have to face them first when we went in there. And then Nashandra immediately after. And then the bonus boss after that. One big marathon. Like I said, you don't want to do it that way. I very much do not recommend trying to face them all at once. Get rid of the Throne Watcher and Defender as soon as you can.
Alright, we're blessed.
Alright, let's do this.
Brave undead. You have proven yourself to me. Now, be one with the dark.
Alright. She doesn't move much. Like, at all. Yeah, rule number 1, do not stand in her fountains. Rule number 2, watch for those lasers. Number 3, pound her when she's facing away from you. Whoa! I don't know where all my health went. I didn't think I was taking any damage or any hits from anything, and then I suddenly noticed I only had like 20% health.
I think those orbs, while they may not necessarily curse you, I think they might still damage you.
That definitely did not go as I expected. I mean, we almost killed her anyway. Any chance I could summon you at the bonfire, or would that be... Actually, don't even worry about it.
Oh, I'm there. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter. I just opened my gate.
Yeah, it's like, just as long as I don't get invaded, you know?
Oh yeah. Here, I'll just put it right where you
It
are.
can be by the throne.
Okay.
Shonalot's there only that one time. If you go through the Shrine of Winter by having a high enough soul memory and not having beaten the 4 great old ones, Shonalot will actually remain in front of Drang Lake Castle rather than, say, a couple things clam up and then disappear. she'll actually stay there and repeat a warning. She believes your soul is still frail and pallid. But she won't stop you if you want to go on in. Alright, I'm not alone. Let's get the name engraved ring on.
Gotta imagine there have to be some boss duels that happen on this long, winding bridge.
Yeah, I can imagine that being interesting. Of course, I would just, like, pop in. Alright, so apparently I need to watch my health more carefully. Yeah, there might be a health draining effect on those orbs. She doesn't have a lot of health. I mean, we almost beat her down. If I had realized that my health was running low, I had plenty of time to heal myself. I just didn't even realize it was a thing until her killing blow came my way.
Oh shit.
Yeah, your health just drains over time in here. Oh. Okay, so that was me being greedy. That was a prime example of how not to face her. That was me grabbing my bloodstain and being like, I'm already right in her face. Let's just pound her down. I take it you're still right outside the throne.
I am.
Okay. Hopefully this guy doesn't kill me. Make sure I step somewhere near the gates that it actually opens.
I'll wait until we cross the gate before I put my sign down so I don't get summoned by others.
Yeah, I don't know why so many people like to invade right around here. Hopefully that was Skippy's mic and not mine. Everybody hear me?
You're good, you're good.
Okay.
It's funny, I got an automatic feeder for my cat. And now the cat basically worships it like a false idol. It tries to it tries to figure out what will appease it, and I think it probably draws false causation. Alright, let me get the new ring back on here.
Maybe instead of the dark quartz ring plus 3, maybe I should have on the ring of restoration.
Stack that with the ivory, ivory ring.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe I should put on the crown of the Ivory King as well.
Hell, grab the shield too, and then you're really not gonna have to worry.
Well, I could, but then I don't have the vessel shield on. I don't have the boosts it's providing. I'm pretty sure I'd rather have that. It's 13 levels worth. Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Let's do it.
Okay. Alright, Adam, you know how to do this fight. Just do it properly. I'm gonna grab this and then back off, because she's still facing me. Yeah, I think you only take the damage over time if you're sufficiently close to her fonts there.
But
As
it's
you
so
can see,
easy to...
damaging... you can very easily lose track of how much you're taking. And back here, I'm not actually losing any. Yeah, the only thing you really need to worry about if you're using projectiles against her is her laser. Oh, and the floor. There we go. The whole running out of floor meme was me backing away from her once and falling in this pit there. So yeah, don't do that.
Many monarchs have come and gone.
Yeah, we could stick around, I think.
Not one of them. As you do. Now. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
Oh, thanks for drowning him out, Skippy.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Here he is. Aldia, Scholar of the First Sin. I love this fight. This is my favorite boss fight of all time. Oh crap. Oh, this is not a good time for me to need to switch rings. Alright, got the Flame Quartz ring on. So, this fight requires you to be very agile. You need to watch what he's doing. Most of the time during the fight, he's got this flame shield on, and you're not going to do dick to him. When he disappears like that, you need to be fast. He's going to try to actually teleport underneath you. To make sure that you are running away from where he's going to appear, you do see flames first, so that he doesn't just pop you right up off your feet. Get your hits in, and then get away quickly before he sets himself alight again. Oh no! Oh! Okay. Alright, so he's gonna teleport. He's appearing there. Run towards him. That's when his shield is going to be down. Get in a nice big set of blows and then back away. You need to spend a lot of time during this fight running. It's like once you figure out where he's going to teleport to, make sure you're running away from that spot, but then run right back to him and nail him. And then get the hell away! Oh, sitting on top of him for a bit there. When he does these fire pillar attacks, you can see his shield goes down, but it's still very dangerous to be near him during this. And I guess they changed the behavior from vanilla. I guess in Scholar they've let you actually keep your summons for this second part of the fight. It's just Skippy and I. Aldi is almost dead though. Well, dead's not the proper term. Defeated. There he goes. But sure.
And remain here. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. Would you tell me? Light, dark, or something else entirely?
Right. So, if you are playing Vanilla Dark Souls 2 and you don't have the latest patch, or if you get to this point without having beaten Vendrick, and said yes to all of the prompts that Aldia gives you on the way here, then you will not see Aldia as a boss. You will not face him. And once you've beaten Ashandra, there'll be a cutscene where you go into the Throne of Want here. Shauna Lot will narrate that you're the true monarch now, and the fate of the world is now in your hands. It's only for you to see, for you to determine. Again, the plot is entirely meta. It's like, do you keep this world as it is, or do you let everything start a new journey, or a new game plus, as some would call it? You could do that, but say yes to all of Aldia's prompts, and beating Vendrick is a prerequisite. You have to do that. You have to beat Vendrick before you face Nashandra. Well, before you beat her, anyway. He will give you this additional choice. I could walk forward there to the throne and get the standard ending. It's still an option, but that's not what we're doing. That's not what we came all this way to do. We can leave it behind.
There is no path. Beyond the schemes I beyond reach of them. One could possibly await us. And yet we seek it insatiably, such as our fate.
And that is Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin.
Roll credits.
Thank you, Grim Agent. Just about the only thing, well, technically two things, that we definitely did not get on this playthrough that you could get on a first run through the game without using bonfire ascetics and without grinding out any of the covenants that we didn't play through, are a pair of very unique rings. I am going to tell you that they exist. I'm going to tell you what they do. I'm going to tell you how you get them. Well, more accurately, I'm going to tell you the requirements to earn them. And then you'll see why we have not gone to get these. It would have basically made the whole process here impossible. Let me explain. Items and armor, rings, as I forget their precise names.
I think is it Ring of the Champion and Ring of the Conqueror?
It is the illusory ring of a conqueror and illusory ring of the exalted.
Ah.
The former makes whatever is in your character's left hand invisible. You look like you're barehanded, but you're still holding whatever it is you're holding. Obviously in PvP, this can keep people guessing. They have no idea what you're up against. The latter makes whatever is in your right hand invisible. If you happen to be taking up 2 ring slots to have both of them on, well then, your PvP opponents will have literally no idea what's coming their way. They don't know if you're dual-wielding weapons, they don't know if you're doing sword and board, they don't know if you've got, you know, a, say like a chime in one hand and a staff in the other or something like that. They got no idea what they're up against.
Until it happens.
Could be it could be anything between, you know, from a dagger to a washing pole or anything in between. It could just as easily be the Sanctum Shield. It spits out a spell, you know, 2-handed bashes with it, to a, you know, like a pair of those great shields that crush enemies. So, if you have met the requirements to earn either or both of these rings, the box telling you that you have collected an item, you know, prompting you to press A to say OK, will actually pop up at the end of the credits. I'm already going to tell you, it has not happened this playthrough. I absolutely can promise you that we have not met the requirements for either of them. I will tell you what those requirements are now. If you want the illusory ring of a conqueror, you need to beat the game without dying. At all. Ever. You need to go from the start of the playthrough to having beaten Nashandra without once the game saying you died. You can never run out of health, you can never fall off a cliff to your doom. You can get cursed, but you cannot actually die. To get the illusory ring of the Exalted, you need to beat the game without ever once resting at a bonfire. You can light them. You can homeward bone to them. Or use the Aged Feather. But you can never actually rest at them. Which means, among other things, that once you empty out the flask, once you empty out your Estus flask, you are never refilling it.
One
You'll be
exception.
very dependent.
One very notable exception. Don't you get Estus flask charges when your messages are rated?
Oh yes, that's right. You can offer yourself out as a shade or a phantom, and if you complete your duty there, you do actually get a full refresh of your spells and your Estus.
But still,
Yeah,
can't die.
still, you're gonna be relying on items an awful lot. It's been done. There are some people who are crazy enough to try to actually earn both rings in a single playthrough. Skippy has done this. Not successfully, but he has actually seriously attempted this a number of times.
Oh yeah, I have made it to the near end game, and then fell off a cliff.
Yeah, it's mean. It's really, really mean. If I were to try to earn these rings, I haven't. I'm gonna just come right out and say that. I have not done so. If I were to ever try it... Oh yes, I wanted to point this out here in the credits. Shonalot Child, Amy Nolan. She'll come up again in her adult form later. If it hasn't already and I missed it. There it is, yeah, Shaunalat, Ruth Nega. They did such an incredibly good job of getting two different actors to do such an incredibly similar voice, just different ages. And their in-game, models look so incredibly similar. I think that most people fail to even realize that they were supposed to be two different characters. One time shifted. Here's the legal obligation portion of the credits. Credits were all of the little bits and pieces of open source software that they've referenced and licensed. Need to get their little bits and pieces in there. Yay, Havoc Engine.
Havoc, he's so crazy.
Original game 2011. Scholar of the First Sin Edition 2015. I do believe.
I thought Dark Souls 1 was 2011. And Dark Souls 2 was like 2013, 2014-ish.
Well, given that I opened my mouth, how about I actually look it up? Well, apparently if you want to start the series with Demon's Souls, which I have still never played because I don't have any of the platforms it has ever been released on, since it's only been on PlayStation's 3 Plus. That was in 2009? Yeah, the original Dark Souls is 2011, so that's what they're referencing there. Dark Souls 2 was 2014.
And then 3 was 2016.
Yeah, with the Scholar of the First Sin version being 2015, being 1 year later. And then, yeah, Dark Souls 3 was 2016. With the complete version of Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades edition, which is what I actually have. I have it physical for the Xbox One. That was in 2017. Yeah, the original Dark Souls had 1 DLC. Dark Souls 2 has 3. Dark Souls 3 has 2, apparently. This is probably kind of an awkward time to point out the fact that I have not actually played more than just a couple hours of Dark Souls 3. I didn't even own it at the time. So when I play through Dark Souls 3 on stream eventually, it will actually be blind for all intents and purposes. Or at least the first time I stream it, it will. And maybe eventually, somewhere down the line, we might do a masterclass for that as well. Might even be 3-player if we can.
Oh, that would be delightful.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I did my original Dark Souls masterclass alone. I figured if I'm going to play through Dark Souls 2 again on stream, especially, using the Scholar Edition, then I should definitely get Skippy in on it. Yeah, so these are far future plans. Shaunalat will have some new things to say now that we've
Bearer of the curse, I will always be at your side. until hope has fully withered.
Or maybe
A
I'm
tiny
wrong.
thing, she provided.
I am totally wrong. Actually, you know what? Rather than level up, there's something else that I can do with these souls.
You've been long away. Well,
Now that we have beaten Nashandra, Chloan sells unlimited quantities of Titanite chunks. And Sanity knows these are so stupid hard to get your hands on. I'm just going to shamelessly buy as many as I can right now.
visit me again.
The Titanite chunks taking a page out of the Monopoly handbook where, you know, houses are more valuable than hotels, chunks are more valuable than slabs.
You need arm.
Yeah, nothing
sure?
new in there. One person who definitely does say something new once you've beaten the game is the cat. Sweet Shell Quad does actually have a new bit of dialogue.
It seems that we must now part. Why now? I don't see how it should matter. Just because I'm a cat? Honorable Sovereign, take your throne and do great things if it please. Honorable and do...
And that's that. Yeah, it's like of all the characters to actually say something new after you've beaten the game, Shelquaw does. I'm not going to pick it right now, but rest at the Farfire and you see there's a new option at the bottom, Begin Journey 2 to Drang Lake. There's your new Game Plus option. Pick that and you're right back at the very beginning of the game, but it's buffed up. It's just like New Game Plus in the original Dark Souls, except that in the original Dark Souls you're forced into a new playthrough right away. There's nothing that you can do in between. It's like you beat the final boss, you're immediately stuck starting a new game. So if there's anything you wanted to do in your current playthrough, you need to do it before you beat Lord Gwyn. Whereas, here in Dark Souls 2, you get to choose when to start a new playthrough. So you can definitely go around the game, visit all the areas, do anything else that you wanted to do, while you have everything open before you start a new run-through. Such things can include killing NPCs with abandon, because they'll come back to life and your sin will be erased on a new playthrough. Some people like to do that. Farm the hell out of the memory of Jay. The place unbeknownst bonfire will restock all of the giant's memories and the dragon memory as well. If you use an ascetic there, get copies of the giant lord's soul, and I'm just burning lots of souls just from beating the boss over and over again. And because that area actually does include a bonfire ascetic, you won't run out of ascetics doing this. You can
Recursion.
Yeah, that's the quickest, easiest way to just farm up your soul count to whatever ridiculous value you want it at. Obviously, spending time with whatever covenants strike your fancy. Again, the Blue Sentinels and the Covenant of Blood, in order to get the spells that they offer at the higher ranks. For the achievements, you don't have to grind out those covenants. If you go into Journey 3 to Drang Lake, that's beating the game twice, start a third playthrough, you only need to go as far as just inside the doors of Castle Drang Lake. Chancellor Welliger will sell to you those spells. So you can get the achievements that way, and playing offline, that is the only way of doing so. The sorcery offered to you by the Bellkeepers at rank 2, again, you will actually have to enter the Bellkeeper Covenant and grind up the rank that high. There is no alternative to that. However, you don't have to do it online, because if you are in the Bellkeeper's Covenant, Belfry Saul has a chance of having a red enemy inside of it. Mad Warrior. Looks like the Prowlers that you face in Broom Tower. And if you beat him, that counts toward ranking up in the Covenant. Beating him is just as good as beating anyone else that you invade as a Grey Phantom with the Bellkeeper's seal on. So you actually can grind that up offline. So all achievements can be earned playing offline. It is possible. It's just they do require a bit of work, but it can be done. Any equipment or weapons you wanted to upgrade, you know, it's, with the exception of like Twinkling Titanite and Petrified Dragonbone, those you'll have to try to farm off of enemies, or perhaps do some co-op. Spend the smooth and silky stones that you get at the nest and hope to get some upgrade materials that way. A standard upgrade path, you're probably starving for chunks. Do what I just did. Chloe now sells them in unlimited quantity. You can farm for souls if you want to. You know, go to the place unbeknownst, keep raiding the memory of Jay, buy a lot of chunks. That is one thing that you can definitely do. Probably one of the wiser things you could be spending your time doing in the game. Obviously, if there are any items anywhere that you missed, areas that you were afraid to visit, it's possible you just made a beeline through to end the game. You can go back and get those things. And experiment around a little. Especially once you have Vendrick's Blessing, you basically have the ability to do lots of crazy things without worrying about running out of human effigies. So there is definitely that. You could do insane things like lighting the fire inside the crypt. So you can see what that's like. There have been a number of things that we have referenced, but intentionally not done in this playthrough because of how much of a distraction it would be. But as far as grabbing every single item available in the game on a corpse or on a chest, and beating all the bosses available in the game, to the best of my knowledge, we have done that. I do not believe we have left a single thing behind. Oh, and of course, here's one of the biggest things. Farm Loist Souls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to go meet Alsana. Yeah, let's jump into the old Chaos Pit. Again, the earn rate is higher for Phantoms than it is for the host, so be sure to cycle that if you're working on that with somebody else. And, yeah, as you start earning those souls, Alsana's ice walls up those stairs will start breaking down. She'll give you items and you talk to her. At 50, you can go all the way up right to her face and talk to her, and she'll actually give you her soul. Speaking of souls, that does remind me, I do have one other thing to show off here in the inventory that wasn't there before. The Soul of Nashandra, Queen of Drang Lake. The fragments of the abyss of untold origin nourished their beings by the sides of would-be monarchs. Perhaps they were simply ordeals on the road to kinghood. One day, the flames will fade, and only darkness will remain. Unless, of course, an heir arrives. Use the special soul of this prisoner of desire to acquire numerous souls, or to create something of great worth, and I will tell you right now what you can make from that soul. I like to take it to Ornifex and make the Bow of Want. But I don't think that's your only option.
There's the Chime of Want, and then there's the Scythe.
Yes, the Scythe of Want. And I want to say that all three of those are at Ornifex. Yes, yes they are. The Scythe of Want, has a very unique strong attack. And I think it has a chance, based on the distance between you and your target, of it penetrating a block? So there's that. The Chime of Want has a casting speed of 130, which is pretty speedy, and is equally balanced between its lightning and dark stats. And I think it's the potentially most damaging Chime as well, if you've got your faith up high enough. I guess faith and int. Yeah, it's the highest raw dark damage of any Chime.
Yeah, I think the
Oh, Kythus Chime is still faster. Yeah, but it's pretty close.
I think that the Dragon Chime is still more viable for lightning and faith-based builds, but yeah, no, that's it's
if you're going Chime-based hexes, yeah, and it's still going to have miracles around. One of the better options to consider.
Yeah.
So the Bow of Want has lightning projectiles that it can fire without needing ammunition. It costs durability instead. That scales with your lightning bonus. It notably doesn't cost you all that much stamina. The Bow of Want in particular, and I have trouble finding this being referenced anywhere online to confirm, but I'm pretty sure that the Bow of Want shoots faster than any other bow in the game. it requires less stamina to launch an arrow. It shoots very, very fast. It might not have the best shot range, but it's a very solid 50, and it may not have the best damage levels for a bow, but it's a very, very fast bow. And the fact that it can shoot out a lightning shot in a pinch can make, it opens up other options. So that is what I usually make out of it first anyway. I do actually get a lot of mileage out of that bow.
This might be, once I beat her, I think this might be the first playthrough where I found the bow want to be viable.
Yeah. It's usually my playthrough style is much more sort of hexer oriented. Yeah, I mean, I've been using the Hunter's Black Bow. A lot of playthroughs, I will actually use the Dragon Rider bow instead. But yeah,
that's such a good, it's so solid early game. It really is.
It does deal a lot of damage. It's a very powerful bow. I like the variety of damage, deals it can do. It just takes so much stamina to fire, and its range is so low. Yeah, the Bow of Want, obviously you've already beaten the game if you have it, so it's really only good for a second playthrough on. But yeah, unless you absolutely, much of the problem is that if I pull out a bow, it's because I want to hit something, well out of the range of even my spells. So I'm usually wanting to use a bow with a very high range. With the Hunter's Black Bow out, it's like I don't have to mess around with obviously, if I have the sea bow, if I was lucky enough to get one of those to drop, I never farm for the thing. If it shows up, I tend to use that. That range of 65 is unparalleled. But yeah, it's like the Bow of Want is like the perfect balance of everything I would be looking for. Just the fact that it requires so little stamina to fire, and it's such a fast shooting bow, it really does open up a lot of options, I feel. But to each their own. I mean, some people will just be like, a new soul, and they'll just pop it for experience.
God.
Yeah, it's like, it's not what I would want to do with it, but you could. Get you 30,000 souls. Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
I suppose you want to give me a hand with mine, Chandra and Aldia.
I could totally do that. Can't think of a reason not to. Why don't I just put my sign down at the King's Gate bonfire, unless you're already at, the throne's door.
I'm already at the throne's door.
Okay. In that case, I'll head out that way. Will this door still open automatically? Yes, it will. Okay. It's taking its sweet time, but it is open. And of course, I'm already equipped for the fight.
So I'm going to be going full caster this round.
Ah.
Which actually reminds me I should equip Twilight Herb or Wilted Dusk Herbs.
Part of me, this entirely retrospect now, part of me is actually wishing we had beaten the bosses earlier, because I kind of wanted the Aldia fight to last a bit longer. I feel like I spent a lot of time hyping it up, but now that we went through all the DLC and everything, so powerful, it's like, oops. Oh, and yeah, in case you were wondering, no, despite what Shalkwa said, we cannot now go into the throne. Our decision has been made. We are breaking the cycle. I'll put my sign down approximately where yours was.
Alright.
Oh, let me get the name engraved ring on first. Just in case. Here we go. Sign is down.
Keeping an eye out. Ah, there it is.
Being summoned.
You know what? I think Chloranthe ring would be the best bet here. And of course, Ben Hart and Ben Girl. Alright, no prayers to offer. I'm just gonna sling lightning until it dies. And away we go. Her dreadlocks are so freaking creepy.
Brave undead. You have proven yourself to me.
She's pretty much gone full Giger. Never go full Giger.
Be one with the dark.
Light, dark, I'm the one with the soul arrows. I'm a little close to that fountain. I should get some.
And I put this a little closer.
Even if we hadn't already beaten the DLC, Chandra's not that challenging. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, he only speaks to the actual host. Gonna bother. Stay back, dodge whatever he shoots. You're wasting your spells.
Oh, I've got plenty to spare.
Get him! There we go, and then back off. Just go for the pillars. Oh, I thought I had a blind angle, but a shot managed to hit. Probably should have just stayed back, but that is actually a good opportunity to hit him if you manage to get in. Primary opportunities are as soon as he appears from a teleport. You just need to make sure he doesn't appear underneath you. It's all about running. So many bosses in Dark Souls are all about Watching them and then dodging. Watching, dodging. Watching, dodging. Like 90% of them. This fight is in a very different style. Oops. This is very much my favorite. Oh, damn it. Get out of there, get out of there. Where is he? This way. It's all about running to him to get him hit in that one opportunity he gives you. But you can't just camp him. You need to let him appear at a distance first.
Oh.
Get away, get away, get away. Wow, that curved around quite a bit to hit me. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh, okay, where? This way, this way. Go, 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 go! Hit him, get out of there!
Got him.
Nice! Alright. Yeah, I love that fight so much. Now, Aldia is my favorite boss fight. Any video game ever. That was one thing I did not want to. I did not want the fight against Lud and Zolin to be the last thing I did in this game. That is another reason why I kind of wanted to save the credits bearing bosses for last, simply because I wanted to end on a high note. I wanted to end the thing, our little adventure here, on a high note, on a very, very good fight, a very well designed one, rather than an extremely crappy one, the worst one in the game.
Oh god, yeah. No, I remember we were batting around that idea of doing the challenge areas last, and it was just like, no.
No.
Ah.
All right. Well, I know you're stuck watching the credits for a while.
Such is the way of things.
Hello, Eros Chaos and Radix. Good to see you. Yeah, agreed when it comes to when we fight the bosses. In general, I would agree with getting Chandra and Aldia beaten before completely finishing the DLC areas. If nothing else, save the challenge areas until after, if you even want to bother with them in the first place. But, yeah, for the purposes of this playthrough, it just made too much sense to do them as we came to them.
Can't check soul memory, but we're in the low 200s, right? Like I think I was like 214, 215.
Oh, your character level, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, Camden End has officially ended the run here at level 203. Her soul memory is right around 5.25 million. It's only slightly higher than I was expecting. Simply put, it's just I forgot how much of a pain in the arse that last challenge area is. Yeah, it's just like that is just so not fun and so not fair. But we did our duty. We did our due diligence. It is over and done with. All right. I think Skippy and I are going to keep streaming for a little bit longer. I think we've got another idea or two for things to stream. Well, we've got one. That definitely took us longer than I would have hoped. But yeah, we've got a little bit longer, and we will come up with something. But this concludes our masterclass of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I will make certain that all of these get properly highlighted and saved off and all that kind of fun stuff. The playlist will be there for perpetuity. Join our masterclass for the original Dark Souls. And if you're wondering when one's going to happen for Dark Souls 3, yeah, that might take a while. For reasons we have mentioned earlier. But it is not beyond the realm of impossibility. It can happen. I can no longer form metaphors. I'm apparently a little drained. Happens to the best of us, right?
Indeed.
So, there is precisely one last thing, for one last time, that I need to do this playthrough. That is bid you adieu. Until next time, take care. Never forget to play. May the dark shine your way. I will catch you next time.